Take 3. So, it's my 3rd time uploading this video. It seemed like I can't get past the color red without my camera messing up. I hate editing the videos because it always come up like chopped up and it just don't be looking good, you know. And then I end up never uploading the video. And then it's sometimes like when I edit it, whatever app I'm using, want to have the logo at the bottom, it just looks real tacky. But I'm gonna try to remember everything that I said the last 3 or 2 recordings of the same video. My last video, I was talking about business, and I'm always having issues with recording these videos. I was trying to pick the most quietest place, so I decided to go and record my video outside, and the garbage truck decided to come and be loud, and then somebody else's kids, it's not mine, was loud in the video. It was just like horrible. And you know, so I'm back in my room, and I guess it's the best place I could record a video for right now. I have kids and I can't stay on long. I have things to handle, but I'm gonna try to give y'all a good, you know, outline of colors to use for your business. So I'm gonna try to stay on topic and stick to the point. Now to get right to the point, 2 minutes in, whatever, you know. Here we go. We're gonna start out with why is colors important when it comes to branding. Here we go. All right, so I said I'm gonna start in 2 minutes in. So colors, I wrote notes just to let y'all know. So if y'all see me looking down, I'm looking at the notes because I'm trying to, you know, not miss out on anything. Color psychology can be used to build a strong, reputable brand, and it helps trigger emotions. What color psychology actually is the study of colors in relation to us humans. It affects our day-to-day decisions, such as items that we purchase. Colors could affect the outfits that we buy, and it could also affect like the choice that a customer might choose your brand over somebody else based on like the colors, like you know, the emotional triggers that your brand colors triggered inside that customer. Why do we choose one color over another? It basically have a lot to do with your gender, your location, your values, and more. So the first color I'll be talking about, I'm going to try to talk about the primary colors first, and then I know I'm not going to be able to cover all the colors, excuse me, but I'm going to cover as many colors as possible. Okay, so we're going to talk about the color red. Now, the color red is associated with passion, danger, love, excitement, action. It evokes strong emotions. It encourages the appetite. And red is associated with intensity and love. Brands that uses the color red is Coca-Cola, YouTube, KFC, McDonald's, Popeyes, Wendy's, Pizza Huts, and brands like that. And you can find red in most restaurants because it stimulates appetite. Now, when it comes to business, when you want to do like a marketing ad, you might want to use a little bit of red. You don't want to use too much because it also invokes danger. But when you use red, it will attract, you know, the eye. Like somebody might be scrolling up, see red, it's sort of like a stop sign, you know, and you might look at your ad, you know, like the color might pop. But like I said, try to not use too much of it. You could use it as a buy now button because it evokes action. You know, somebody might click on your buy now button. Yeah, so red is a very strong, passionate color to use, you know. And if your brand, you know, you might want to use red, a little bit of red in your brand if you want to, you know, invoke excitement and all the other stuff that I said. Now, I said I was going to focus on the primary colors first, but I just wanted to cover the color that I use for my brand since it's like in the red family. I don't use a strong red on my website because I want to invoke, like, you know, the feeling of luxury because it's a luxury brand, you know, like it's royalty, kings and queens, like how luxury can royalty get, you know, it's not a bargain brand, you know. So I wanted my brand to, you know, to represent royalty and luxury and trigger those type of emotions. So I use like a burgundy, a dark red, blood dark red, you know, stuff like that. You could also use purple for royalty and luxury. But that's why I use what I use for Kingdom of Mel. Plus, it's like one of my favorite colors. Like, I like that dark red and that, you know, like for me, I feel like burgundy, dark colors like that is like comforting and everything, you know. But you want your website to look professional. And I recorded this video so many times. I started out talking about professionalism and websites. So before I get to the other colors, let me just squeeze this in. You don't want your website to be everywhere. Remember, like in the 90s and early 2000s, you might go to like a random website with a black background, but they have like these neon green ugly letters, and then they have the nerve to try to sell you something. You don't want that. And then you don't want a website that's like bland. You don't want a website that's not evoking any type of emotion. And it could be professional as ever, but it's not evoking no emotions through color and, you know, through lifestyle or nothing. So that's why this video is important. So now our next color that I will be covering will be yellow. Yellow is a happy color. Oh my God. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not editing this, but I forgot. Okay, so this video is basically about business, but I also want to cover, you know, other things with reds and, you know, the colors too. So when it comes to red, you don't want to involve red when it comes to education. Red can make you do poorly on exams. So I don't like to buy my kids any red clothing, books, or whatever, because red is associated with danger and failure and achievements. And it's sort of avoidance of motivation. So yeah, you know, it can impair your performance and everything. So you don't want too much red when it comes to educational stuff. Now, oh my God, I had like, you don't understand. I recorded this like 3 times, and I'm really trying to cover everything because I want y'all to really be informed, and I want y'all brands to grow and stuff. And this is like stuff that y'all need to know. I took fine arts in college too, but I also wrote down notes because, you know, I'm trying not to be everywhere, but still like everywhere. So the next color, here we go, is yellow. Yellow is cheerful, is warm, you know. It could strain the eyes and cause some fatigue. It could make babies, you know, a little fussy. Yellow activates anxiety in the center of the brain for babies and make them, you know, more prone to cry. But yellow also, you know, revolves around sunshine. Um, it's supposed to evoke a feeling of happiness, positivity, optimism, and summer, you know. But it's also of warning, you know, and deceit. If you want a cheerful brand, you might use yellow as a color, um, you know, in your background or like the border or whatever of your website. And Yellow, for some brands, they might use that to put like a free shipping, bar or whatever. And a little touch of yellow, you know, could invoke something positive when it comes to your store on your website. Yellow, could cause like an optimism. It could cause optimism, being optimistic, whatever. And like I said, happiness is a carefree color. Like I would use that. I don't know. Like it's so with babies. Like I never had experience with a baby crying with yellow. Like people be painting their whole child room yellow. And when it comes to education, I heard that yellow would stimulate the brain to learn more, to absorb, more information. It's a learning color. Like the school bus is yellow and stuff. So it's really good with education. I actually want to dress all my kids like canaries, yellow canaries. Just so they could do good in school. So yellow, I really feel like that's a good color for kids and happiness and everything. And I love wearing yellow. Like I feel happy when I wear yellow, So I don't know. I have to do more research on that baby crying thing because I always associated yellow with happiness. You may want to do your own research on the color yellow too. But as far as I know from my own experience, it's a happy color. I love yellow. When I wear yellow, it makes me happy. And I try to get all my children's school supplies in yellow. And I even dress my babies like in yellow, and they never really cried. But that's just something that I read, that I guess it has a different effect on some people. But two brands that uses yellow is McDonald's. They use it, I guess, for the happiness part, and the fun part. Because when I was a kid, they used to advertise to children with the Happy Meals and everything, the big yellow M, and IKEA uses yellow and blue, So if you want to use yellow on your website, do a little bit more research on that, but that's what I could tell you. So the next color that I'm covering, and by the way, I have pink hair because since I'm talking about color, pink is one of my favorite colors. I like pinks, blues, purples. I always switch up. I don't really have a favorite color, but I'm like, I love color. So I think this is a perfect video for me to talk about it. My next color is blue. Let me check my notes real quick. Okay, so just check my notes and everything. Now we're gonna talk about blue. Blue is associated with calmness, serenity. It's mostly preferred to be used by men. Most boys wear blue. And here's a little history of blue and pink. You know that pink used to be a color for boys? And blue used to be the color for girls. Somehow it got switched down the line in history. Now pink is a girl color and blue is a boy color. So it's preferred, for men. It curbs your appetite. It's associated with water and peace. Now be careful with blue because it could also, associate with depression. Most offices use the color blue. For me, it's a peaceful color, but I think for me it triggers depression. I remember working at offices that had like a lot of blue and grays, and it's a very depressing color to me. Like I find myself getting tired or sleepy, whatever. So I'm more of a yellow and pink and vibrant type of person, like if it comes to colors that I prefer, but blue also is associated with trust. So that's why you might see like a lot of brands using the color blue, because they want you to trust they brand. Brands that use blue is usually corporate businesses. It's productive, but it's not invasive. Forbes uses blue. Dell, AT&T, hospitals uses blue. Businesses like that, what other businesses uses blue? Um, IKEA, you know, they use blue and yellow. I'm trying to think of more. I know there's a lot more to use blue. I'll be going to a lot of websites that have, you know, blue in a brand. Walmart, or Ruby, you know, retailers like them, they use blue. Um, it helps position the brand as trustworthy, reliable, and relaxing. You know, so it works for some. With me, it's a depressing color. But you know, it can be a relaxing color, I guess, depending on my mood. Um, Basically, blue, you know, will help the brand associate with it being quality, having safe products, and being reliable. So if you want your brand to be reliable, have safe products and everything, then you would want to use blue. Now, I don't have too much info on color psychology with blue, but from what I said, like, um if your child like have trouble, you know, paying attention, or if you have trouble paying attention, not a doctor, but for me, I wouldn't put my kids in blue because I want them to focus, whatever. I don't want them falling asleep in class. But you know, do more research on that. You know, this video is mostly about business, but I'm trying to, you know, put some education and little tips in there. But like I said, I'm not an expert. I'm just telling you, like, based on my research, and I always promote you to do your own research. Okay, so the next color I'll be talking about is pink. And then, you know, I don't want this video to be too long, so I might make another video talking about colors that y'all can request in the comments below. So this will be part 1. But I have to talk about pink since I have the pink hair and I love pink. And I also want to make an all pink website. I did that already and it failed, but I'm going to try again. Okay, so pink is supposed to be a common, love, and romantic and a playful color. You know, here's something negative about pink, but it's not negative. Pink is used in prisons to calm the inmates, if that's something that y'all need to know. But companies that use pink, of course, is Barbie, because once again, like I said, women prefer pink. Not all women. There's women that prefer black, blue, red, but there's women out there and girls that do prefer pink. I have a daughter that prefers purple. She hates pink. Baskin Robin uses pink. Breast cancer uses pink. Pink is used you know, for feminine, you know, to create like a feminine emotion. It's for people that love feminine stuff. It helps target an audience very quickly by being clean and calming. Calming, if y'all can understand my accent. But yeah, so if you want something that's playful, you might want to put a lot of pinks on your website. Something that's feminine, you might want to use pink. I don't have too much information when it comes to pink in education. You might want to do your research on pink in education. But yeah, for business, it's pretty cool. I like pink and whites together, you know. My next color that I'm going to talk about, since we done with the pink and, you know, mermaid color, whatever, you would think that I'd talk more about pink because I have pink hair and I just love pink. But anyways, we're going to get to black. Now, black is all about sophistication, you know, and professionalism. Many large luxury brands in the world, they use black as a color for their brand. Chanel, Michael Kors, Prada, Giorgio, and Armani, Dior, you know, they all use black. And then I also see like random brands using black for their website colors. Like it's basically a color that most businesses use. But black usually represent, you know, I guess for it's supposed to represent these colors like evil, death, mourning, and slimming. I don't look at black like that. I look at black like, you know, sophisticated. Is a color of magic, is the color that all things come from. I feel like black could be warm and comforting. You know, to me, black is not depressing. Mostly blues and grays is depressing for me. The ancient Egyptians believed that it symbolized life and rebirth. You know, like I think some people think that black is a bad dark color because of society and what they put in people's heads. You know, like saying the black cat is bad luck when actually the black cat is supposed to be good luck. Like I said, blue and pink switch. So before you start judging the color and viewing it a certain type of way, like I said, in all other colors, do your own research. But black is actually, you know, a good color to use, especially when you use the black and white together. You know, luxury brands use it. If it was like so evil and terrible, nobody would use it. Black is actually a good color, and when it comes to clothing, it helps you look slimmer. You know, I'm wearing black today, like I look like I'm slim. You can't really see my outfit because I'm sitting down, and I'm not going to stand up to show you neither. But if you have a luxury brand, you might want to use, you know, black, purple. Purple is royalty, wealth, success, wisdom. I'm going to cover that in another video because I'm not trying to make this one too long. But black is a very popular color in retail. Its symbolic meaning is mystery, power, you know, and elegance. Black and white images, on some websites, they use it to maintain a consistent look. Some brands use it because it's an easy color to read, you know, like with black and white with the background. They might use it for their lifestyle banners and whatnot. And a lot of fashion websites use black. A lot of logos, you know, uses black. So it's really a good color. If you can't think of a brand color, I suggest you use black. I be trying. I wanted Kingdom of Mel to have like black in it too, but for some reason, like the little thing that I'm using for my website editing is not letting me edit my website the way I want. But when I first started Kingdom of Mel, I did use black and white, and I had like a little bit of burgundy, but I had mostly black. Like Kingdom of Mel is a pro-black brand. It's a luxury brand. It's about royalty, you know. So I really wanted to incorporate more black, but now my black turned to white and burgundy. But you know, I have to do what I have to do. But I'm gonna try to put black into the brand again. Black is another great color to use for your add to cart button. Okay, so the last color in this video I'll be talking about is the color white. That's another popular color compared to black. All right, y'all. So white is purity. It's supposed to represent innocence, and it's supposed to be like an empty color or a spacious color. You know, like something clean. It's great for creating the illusion of space. You know, white make a great accent color. Like I said, it showcases innocence, goodness, cleanness, humility. But you know, in North American culture and some parts of the world, white could represent, you know, the opposite. It could symbolize, you know, coldness, emptiness, like I said before. Um, that's like the only negative things about white. But a lot of websites use it, so you could, you know, read the text. It's good to use as a background color with black text to make it readable, you know. So you could use white if you want like that spacious feel and, you know, whatever it represents to your audience. Just study your audience before, you know, going for white when it comes to your brand logo. So that wraps it up for this video. I covered the primary colors and black and white, and of course pink and burgundy. Well, whatever colors, you know, you may call it, dark red, whatever. But I covered those few colors for you, and my next video I'm gonna do more colors. So this is video part 1. Please ring the bell, you know, that little bell that's on the side right there, so you can be notified when I'm on again. I'll be covering more colors. I'll try to cover all of them. I just don't want my video to be too long and lengthy. Like I said, I recorded this video like 3 times already. So if you want to learn more about colors and using it in your business and even education, like I said, I don't have too much information on the education part, but I do have like a lot of information on using it in your brands. Please subscribe and comment below. Tell me what you think about this video. Tell me what colors you want me to cover next. I'm going to try to cover as many as possible. You might want to, you know, let me know like what colors you're using for your brand. And if I didn't cover that already in this video, I will definitely try to cover it in another video for you. I want everybody to be successful, and I want everybody to have a great everything. I was gonna say day, but I don't know what day you're gonna view this video. Anyways, I hope that this video was informative to you. I hope that you learned something, and I hope that somebody out there is gonna use pink. If you're using pink for your website, let me know. I want to check it out. I want to view it. Shop at my website, www.kingdomofmail.com. And like I said before, subscribe. And watch my other video, you know, the previous one about what you need, what type of paperwork you need for running a business. But anyways, you could also use this information not only for business, but for art, to strike emotions with your art, and it will help with your art sales, whatever. For people that, you know, like into herbs and candles and stuff like that, here's a little tip. You could use these colors to trigger, you know, certain outcomes, certain you know, things when it comes to that, to the colors, but that's like a whole nother topic. But anyways, I hope that this video was informative once again, and I'm done yapping my mouth. Yeah, have a great rest of your day.